I'm just going to do a tier list ranking of basically all of the organ meats. Some of these I've had, a lot of these I haven't had, but I'm going to be like ranking them objectively based on their actual nutrient profile and how beneficial they will be for your health. And then maybe a little bit, it will be a bit subjective because I do prefer some of the organ meats a lot more than others. Some I think are fucking amazing. Others I think taste disgusting. But yeah, let's get into it. So kidney, it's got selenium, it's got B12, it's got some adrenal peptides. Honestly, in my experience tasting it, it was fucking disgusting. So even though it's quite underrated in its like whole nutrient profile and like for objective nutrition, I'd recommend it. I didn't enjoy it. I'm gonna stick it like bang average at B. Now liver, probably the most glazed organ on the internet. Obviously you've got the Liver King. You've got like lots of 17-year-olds eating liver on TikTok and like flexing it. Personally, I think it's not the best tasting. I don't really go for liver that often, but I can't deny the fact that it is literally the most nutrient dense food on the planet. It's got crazy amounts of retinol, so vitamin A. It's got great amounts of B12, folate, copper, and it's also got iron. So if you're someone who struggles with anemia, liver would be a great option. Yeah, I've had some really good liver from like really quality sources like wild hunted animals, and it does taste better than like more conventionally farmed, even grass-fed beef. But just because I don't love the taste that much, it's too like irony or metallic-y or just like a little bit tart or bitter. I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna stick it just at A tier. So you can get mad at me, but for me, like it's really important to enjoy what I eat. Which brings me to heart. Aside from the CoQ10 and the B vitamins, heart is basically just a muscle meat, which is a con in that it doesn't have like the extraordinary nutrient density liver has, but it's a pro in that it is really appetizing if you're already used to eating raw steak. You know, a beef heart basically just tastes like a little bit more of an irony steak. So for that reason, I think that's a massive pro in that you could eat a lot more of it, and it wouldn't really be so hard to stomach. So I'm going to put heart also at A tier. I think it's one of the staple organs. Next, got tongue, basically just very, very high in fat. So it's going to be good for your nervous system. It's going to be good for hormone production. It's going to be good for a lot of things. I mean, yeah, it's nothing extraordinary in terms of its nutrient profile. And I've never actually had it personally, but because I love a lot of fatty things, like I love butter, love brain, love bone marrow, which are all things on this list, and you'll see where I rank them. I'm going to put tongue at like C. Sounds decent. Like all of these are good. Unless if they're not in D, it's still worth eating them. But tongue just seems like it's a bit mid. We've got tripe, so this is basically just like the actual stomach lining. I know it's got a lot of collagen, glycine, and gelatin peptides. So at the very least, it's like very good if you have some digestive issues, leaky gut, IBS. But in terms of like its broader micronutrient profile, I don't think it has much of anything else. I'm going to put it at B tier because it still seems pretty decent. I've never had it though personally. Thyroid, it's got a lot of iodine. It's got T3, T4 precursors. Looks not that appetizing. I've never actually had it personally, but I'm going to say it's a bit mid, so I'm going to put it at C tier. Now, brain. I'll be honest, favorite organ meat by far. The brain from like a truly wild organic animal that's like never actually been exposed to any medications or plastics or pesticides or any bullshit is like the most euphoric thing you'll ever have in your life. Like full stop. It tastes like marshmallow, like a buttery, sweety, delicious marshmallow. And then it's also super, super healthy. So it's very, very fatty. It's got a lot of B vitamins. It's got vitamin D. It's got DHA. It's got some like neurological peptides. So if you're a bit retarded in the head, if you've got autism, which is not the same as being retarded, I'm not trying to make any comment about neurodivergent people, then brain is excellent and it'll get you feeling really great, really euphoric, as it did for me. You know, when I was, what the fuck am I talking about? Brain is like clear of the whole list. If I had a tier above S, like SSS, whatever, brain's going there. Bone marrow is also one of my favorite organ meats. You know, if you count it as an organ meat, by far, tastes delicious, tastes like very buttery. I don't know, just very fatty. You know, it's got stem cells. It's got all the same stuff that the other fatty stuff has. Like it has good B vitamins. It's good for your collagen. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good if you're still in puberty because the growth factor in the bone marrow will literally help you develop taller, stronger. Having it with honey is really delicious. That's a great combination. I'd highly recommend. But yeah, for me, these so far, top two by far. Then we've got Thymus. I know it has vitamin C. Never had it. I don't even know what it would taste like. It looks a bit mid, I'll be honest. So I'm going to put it at C. Nothing special. Now, next, Gizzard. To be honest with you guys, I don't actually know what the fuck a gizzard is. I know I've seen them because when I was slaughtering chickens in Montenegro, they all had like these gizzard things. And it's like this hard, shiny, metallic-y chicken rock. And it looked disgusting, I'll be honest. So I didn't go near it. I don't think it has anything special in terms of its nutritional profile. And it just kind of looks a bit weird, feels a bit weird. I'm going to put it at D for that reason. But, I'm open to be proven wrong, or like, maybe I'll try it one day. Next, lung. I've only had, rooster lung. It was not bad. I know it's got some elastin, so it's a bit of a case of like supporting like. It's also got some like lung peptides. So when you actually eat lung, you will be helping your cardiovascular health. If you are a smoker, if you do run too much, eating lung will help you. But I think nothing special. Taste wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything amazing. I'm going to put it at B. Maybe I'm going to put it in between B and C because like that's truly mid. Now, testicles, they have a lot of hormonal building blocks, so like selenium, cholesterol. They taste pretty decent. I was eating a lot of them in France when I was there from like basically organic bull testicles. They taste how sperm smells, because I haven't like actually eaten sperm or tasted sperm, or maybe like in the testicles there's some sperm, but I know what sperm smells like, and testicles taste how sperm smells. They're not that bad if you pair it with some other foods, and they're very good for your libido, your hormonal health, your fertility. When I was eating a lot of testicles, I was having crazy morning wood. So for that reason, because I think by far that's really probably the best metric to go by in terms of deciding how healthy something is, testicles have to go A tier, maybe even like slightly edging it into S tier. Next, eyes. They've got retinol, so vitamin A. They've got DHA. They've got some ocular peptides, so if you're blind, eating eyes may help. They taste like really good, like gelatinous, almost like bone marrowy or like bone brothy. So I'm going to put them in B. I don't mind them. I think they're actually pretty good, but in terms of like their nutritional profile, I think they leave a bit to be desired. Spleen, I know it's got the highest iron content of any of the organs, so if you're like struggling with anemia, could be good. Never tried it. Looks like decently appetizing. I'm going to put it at C tier. Now, blood, it's got a lot of iron, obviously. It's got electrolytes, it's got B vitamins, probably literally like the most hydrating liquid on earth. And it's got a lot more even, But the Maasai drink it, the Samburu drink it. So like there's a lot of aura tied to drinking blood. Personally, I think it tastes decent. I prefer to mix my blood, like the blood I've been drinking, with raw milk. But it like doesn't rank as high for personal preferences, brain or bone marrow. So to be honest, I'd have to put it only at A tier. Now, intestines, this is basically what they make condoms out of. So if you want to have an intestine substitute, maybe you could eat condoms. I don't know. That's just not actually advice I'm recommending, but I'm just talking about like theoretically, condoms are made out of intestines. Basically, they've just got like all the collagen, elastin, keratin. So, I mean, it'll be good for like your skin health, your hair health, your intestinal health. Never actually had it, but I think it couldn't taste that great, and it seems a bit mid, to be honest. So I'm going to put it at C tier. Now, hooves. I don't even know if that's an organ meat, but I think it's definitely a unique part of the animal. I've only had like chicken feet, and that tastes really good. That's obviously like a really good source of collagen, maybe some nice fats as well. I like chicken feet. Chicken feet is basically a hoof, so I'm going to rank this quite highly because I actually do really enjoy chicken feet, and I would assume hoofs have that same sort of appeal for me. So I'm going to put that A tier, which may be controversial because it maybe doesn't have as much as eyes or as kidney, but for me personally, hooves are amazing. I'm actually a big hoof guy. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's my full ranking. You can copy that and you can become as healthy as me. Basically, I only focus on like these 5 and ignore a lot of the rest unless like I actually kill an animal and have to eat it, because I do eat for enjoyment and for health, and I really just can't be fucked with kidney and liver and like all of that stuff. It's like if you're really a king and you're not a slave, you can kind of choose what you want to eat, and you don't need to eat like the scraps you don't enjoy. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you're interested in obviously like transforming your health through the raw diet and through all of like the natural health protocols and principles, I'd ask that you check out my school community, which is linked in the description of this video. In there, you can get all the guides, access to myself, and you can transform your health and your life just the same as I have and everyone who eats raw meat does. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.